Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Mic check 1.
Mic check 2.
Mic check 1. Mic check 2.
Mic check 1. Mic check 1. Mic check 2. Mic check 2.
Mic check 2. Mic check 1. Thanks for joining us at the IFA Futsal World Championships here in Blanes for the 2022 edition of the competition. This afternoon's match we have Scotland men against Australia youth. I'm your host Adam Binney. I'm joined by my co-commentator Stuart Storer. Stuart, how are we doing?
Really great today, Adam. Really excited for this game. Delighted to be here, and it's going to be a fantastic match. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, we've got two great sides in front of us. Scotland men got off to a flying start yesterday. 9-1. They opened with over the Scotland youth side. Australia youth, they just played the Scotland youth side as well. That was 10-1 earlier this morning. So from that you could gather perhaps two evenly matched sides, similar score lines against the same opponent across this morning and last night's game. As you can see, the Scotland players get themselves into a huddle ahead of this one. Captain Gavin Ogilvie and Kai Bowman. They exchange gifts before the referee conducts the obligatory coin toss. Harley Brown will get us started here in Blanes. Brown typically deployed at the back in the base position. Fantastic manipulator of the ball. As Brown knocks it back for Bowman. Bowman to Jalen Vaughan. Jalen Vaughan very impressive in that opening match, as was captain Kai Bowman. Wonderful left foot, scored a great goal in that first half. Some early pressure here from Scotland and force Australia into a mistake. It's fair weather to Sotolino. Sotolino looks like he's forced nearly back to his own goal, but uses his body well. Sotolino, and it just dribbles out of play. Stuart, two fantastic results already for both of the sides in front of us. What are you expecting from both teams?
Lots of passion and desire. First and foremost, you know, we all know about the Scottish passion. We're a nation of very proud people, and they're not going to want to go through this tournament without putting up a fight. That's for sure. The Australians, I've seen a lot of them at different age groups. I don't know much about this team in particular, but what I do know is that they've got a great futsal set up, and they're going to put on a show for us.
It's a chance already. There's number 4, Joe Hunter. A great save from Robert Black. Just knocks it away. Interesting to know that it looks as though Kai Bowman has been deployed initially in the base position, which was occupied by Brown in the first game. Goes wide to Hunter. Hunter back to Bowman. Cut out by Sotolino. Very well played. Scotland just look to try and get their foot on the ball and ease into this one. There's Jordan Timmins on the ball. Stuart, he played 3 years ago in China. You were very impressed with everything Timmins has to offer. What can he bring to this Scotland side?
Jordan Timmins, he's a great player, a great character as well. I think that's one of the biggest things that he brings to the team besides his ability. Lots of character, and you know, a good member of the team in the dressing room as well. You can see just on the pitch how much the players respond to his natural ability to charm opposition defences.
Yeah, he's a natural leader, as you were discussing there, Stuart, whether it be under 14s, under 17s, men's youth, women's side. They're all well aware of Jordan Timmins. He's been working closely with all of the teams. He's definitely a leader amongst the group in the hotel, making sure that everyone's playing to the best of their ability. Demands high standards, and of course he does. A great player.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of high standards, I know the coach for Australia, George Suker, very well. He's another one. He demands high standards, and he usually gets it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match when the Australia youth compete against the Australian men's team later this week. I believe at the last tournament in China, it was George was taking the men's youth. For this competition, was actually assistant manager to George Poulos, taking the men's side. So a bit of a needle between those two there. They'll be looking for some bragging rights back down under.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a lot of good fun for the two Georges involved in that game.
Break and play as we wait for the ball to return to the court. Goes back for Bowman, spread it wide for Vaughan. Australia looking to work a shot. struggling to get much possession just now. Scotland, Australia, as you would expect, trying to force the issues thus far. Let's see the first set piece of the match for Vaughan. Well blocked by Sotolino. Now Scotland can break as Timmins plays it for Adam Fairweather, nicknamed the Kid, eligible to play for the under-21s but has been promoted to the men's squad. What do you think that says about young Fairweather?
You know the old saying, Adam, is if you're good enough, you're old enough, and Adam, he certainly is good enough.
Yeah, great player, Adam Fairweather. You've seen it yesterday, done everything but score against the Scotland youth side. I know he was giving the boys a bit of banter back in the hotel room after that result, but he said today that he's hoping to get himself on the score sheet, open his account after, I believe he's sharing a room actually with goalkeeper Robert Black, who has scored before him, so I'm sure he's not going to want that to stay the same way for the rest of the competition. Black will roll it for Timmins. Australia deploying a high press at the minute, but he finds Fairweather. Fairweather just clips it, but there's no receiver there. Azizi will collect for Hunter. Brown. Jalen Vaughan looking to make things happen. He plays through the middle for Hunter. Joel Hunter, Kai Bowman, he's got a wonderful left foot. Plays in. Hunter just couldn't get the shot away. Mikey Craig and Gavin Ogilvie do well just to beat the ball away as Craig looking to try and get beyond his man, but rolls back into the easy arms of Isa Azizi. What have you made of Scotland's opening to this one?
Yeah, it's kind of how we expect it to go. I think watching Gavin Ogilvie there, the captain, showing why he's in that position as captain. He's a real leader as well, getting in there to follow that attack from Australia.
Brown cut out by Fairweather. Craig can break. Ogilvie finds Craig looking for a first time shot. Great save. Azizi down, uses his feet well. Now Australia can break. Brown goes wide for Vaughan. Back to Brown. Great save by Robert Black. Scotland survive. Talking of leaders, you're talking about Ogilvie and of course Jordan Timmins. But Robert Black in goals, just 21 years of age, but what a figure he is in the dressing room, Stuart.
Fantastic goalkeeper, he really is. Was lucky enough to see him play in China at the last World Cup where he saved a penalty against New Zealand. It was a real highlight of the tournament for Robert and the team as a whole. Yeah,
Robert Black, I believe before the match yesterday, placed a bet with one of the Scotland under-14 side. Bet 5. Oh! Jordan Timmins just tipped onto the post by Azizi.
That's a fantastic effort there, Adam.
But you see, if you watch the match yesterday, Stuart, Jordan Timmins, he's not scared to get a shot away, whether that be right foot, left foot. As soon as that space opens, he's dangerous. 4 goals he scored against Scotland youth yesterday. Don't believe any of the Australia youth squad managed to get the same total in their match this morning. And it goes back for Bowman. Fantastic tackle from Gavin Ogilvie, wins the ball. Referees say no, Stavert collects. It'll come to Timmins. He steps inside. Great movement from Timmins. As you can see, he's not afraid to get a shot away, but perhaps Fairweather on the left was a better option there, Stuart.
Yeah, I think he'll be disappointed with his decision making there.
Maybe Vaughan to get Australia back underway, but we've got to talk about Gavin Ogilvie. What a tackle there to deny Kai Bowman.
Yeah, it's the second time he's done it already in this game. His game's all about that, and you know he's exactly the kind of player I'd want in my team. Exactly the kind of captain I'd want to play under.
Australia looking to work another set piece, particularly impressive with that this morning. I believe the first 3 goals all came from corner kicks. They work it back, it goes to Vaughan. As Bowman looks to work it with Hunter. And Vaughan collects again. Through the middle to Bowman. Vaughan looks to get a shot away, but what a tackle that is from Andrew Stavert.
Brilliant. Australia keeping possession there really well, giving Scotland a lot to think about. And Scotland certainly thinking about it there and dealing with it well.
Yeah, you can see this match has started in a similar way to what you would expect from Australia youth. Fantastic setup over there, and Australia dominating the ball. Now you had a bit of banter between the Australian youths and the Australian men's side. The Australian youths and some other supporters that have travelled believe that they're actually a superior side to the Australian men's. Still, that's not a usual situation, but from what you've seen, they're rather impressive.
They certainly are impressive, Adam. That's for sure. But I'm not sure that's a debate I really want to be getting involved in.
Yeah, well, I'll name drop someone and put them straight in it. Byron Escobar, if you're watching or any of your companions are watching, the coach of the under-17s, he seems to think that he's got his money on the Australian youths for when they play against the men's side. It comes back to Bowman, blocked by Ogilvie, and that will go out for another corner kick for the Aussies. Harrison Weir will come to take. Weir looks back for Hunter, works a shot, saved by Black. It's repelled by Scotland, but they can't seem to get out here.
Yeah, being pegged in a little bit by Australia. I think they're dealing with it well. When you got players like Ogilvie and Robert Black in your team, you're always going to fancy a chance defensively.
There's Bowman, very much the star man for Australia. It's cut out by Ogilvie. Well done. It's very well just to hold the ball, Ogilvie. Fantastic footwork from the captain. Ogilvie just knocked off it there by Hunter, but that was great footwork, Stuart. You can see brilliant defensively, but also a real threat going forward as the captain.
Yeah, real confidence in that attacking play from Gavin. It's great to see that kind of footwork, and he's unlucky not to get away with it there.
Here's Weir, Harrison Weir looking to work it onto his left foot, but Stavert very strong. Scotland bench enjoyed that from Stavert. Great work just to push Australia back. Vaughan looking to get inside. It'll set back for Bowman. Comfortably saved by Robert Black as it looks to go long for Timmins. Tries to go with the half scorpion effort just to take the ball under control, but it evades him. It's the right idea from Scotland to try and break quickly when they can't get out, Stuart.
It certainly is. It certainly is. They've been pegged into the half quite a lot, and if they're going to get out, that's the way they're going to do it.
Here's Hunter facing up Naylor. Hunter looking to come inside. It'll come back for Weir. Cut out by Tono Sotolino. Tono finds Simmons. Adam Naylor will now progress the ball. Naylor just holds it up. Scotland looking to get some more possession. Stavert looking for the one straight through the middle for Tono Sotolino. Sotolino, fantastic technical footballer. Loves his futsal, Tono. Started playing at a very young age over in his native country of Spain. He's been a real asset to everyone involved in the Scotland camp this week with his bilingual abilities. Stavert to Naylor. Naylor just knocks out the play.
Yeah, a bit of a heavy touch there from Naylor, but Scotland just need to reorganise.
Cut out by Stavert. Stavert gets away from Vaughan. Wins the free kick. Do you think Stavert was right to stop there? Do you think there could have been a break on, Stuart?
I think I would like to have seen him carry on and play at the whistle.
Stavert just floors Kai Bowman. He's a strong boy, Stavert, and you've seen it there, but didn't take much to get Bowman to the ground.
Certainly is.
Vaughan just a little too eager to play the free kick there. Didn't wait for the referee's whistle. We'll get the chance to take it again. Vaughan works it wide for Bowman. Back to Vaughan. Scotland very rigid in their shape here. Sticking to the structure as Bowman works an effort. Fantastic goal from Kai Bowman. What about that? Chops inside of his man and drills it into the top corner. And it is currently now 1-0 to Australian youth against Scotland men. Stuart, what about that for a strike from the captain?
Oh, it's a lovely strike, Adam. You've got to tip your hat to a strike like that. Absolutely stunning on the left foot. A bit like myself in my younger days, I have to say.
Yeah, he was a particularly impressive talent in that first game this morning. Kai Bowman, the captain, showing exactly what he's capable of there. I was talking about Scotland, great structure, staying really tight just as they were on the edge of the area there, but Bowman, wonderful feat just to work a strike away, and then you see that quality he's got that he's managed to make it. It's Australia youth 1, Scotland 0. Yeah,
when you're defending so well like that, it's going to take something special to break the deadlock. Luckily for Australia, that's exactly what happened.
How do you think Scotland are going to react to that, Stuart?
Well, I'd like to see them come out a little bit more, get some more shots on target, test the keeper a bit more. But obviously they need to make sure they don't overdo it and they don't leave themselves susceptible to a break.
Yeah, it looks as though they're trying to press Australia higher up the court now. have abandoned the previous half-court tactic as Sotolino. Pass just too heavy for Naylor. There's a decent chance of a counter-attack there, but the pass is just slightly skewed from Sotolino. So Australia look to get us back underway. Australia looking to try and play out with a fly here, but Craig just knocks it back for Stavert. Stavert, foot on the ball as he tries to force the pass inside for Craig. Perhaps the right idea, but wrong execution. Comes for Fairweather. Fantastic, technically gifted futsal player. As Craig will get us underway again. Stavert. It's wide for Sotolino. Sotolino's manipulation of the ball is fantastic. You can see he's got years of experience. Played this game since he was a youth, I believe even younger than 10 years of age, back in Spain before playing for the Edinburgh University futsal side when he moved to Scotland to complete his studies. Lived there ever since, and now representing his adopted country, Scotland, at the IFA Futsal World Championship. So how do you think that will feel for Sotolino?
Well, what I can tell you is Spain's loss is our gain, because he's a fantastic technical player out there. I think Scotland are very, very lucky to have him, and I hope that he's just as proud to represent us, representing Scotland as Scotland are to have him.
It's Black just looks to settle Scotland down a little bit, but that will be headed away by Weir. Timeout called here. Both sides will take some time out to run over their tactics. Currently Australia Youth 1, Scotland Men 0. We've got 9 minutes 49 left of this first period. What have you made of the opening 10 minutes or so, Stuart?
Well, look, Australia certainly deserve their lead at this point of the game, but it's not been I wouldn't say it's been dominant by any stretch of the imagination, but they're probably good for their lead. Scotland just need to keep themselves organised and look for those breaks, and I'm sure they'll get back into the game. Yeah,
Australia Youth moving the ball really well, being patient. That's a key thing as well. You've seen for their goal, Guy Bowman opening the scoring just a few minutes ago. Patient, they work the space, don't shoot when they don't need to. Then it opens up and Bowman just fires it into the top corner. It was a fantastic opener. And Australia Youth are currently in the position where they'd like to be. But you can see Gavin Ogilvie, they are discussing everything with the Scotland's men's side, alongside Jordan Timmins and the leader, Ian. They'll certainly be hoping to come out stronger after this timeout. Buzzers went, Claxon's gone. Both sides will make their way back onto the court.
I think one of the things you need to take into account here, Adam, is the heat. It's very, very warm here in Spain today. Maybe it's something that the Australians are a bit more used to than the Scottish players.
Yeah, you would say if it's heat that's causing an issue, the Aussies will certainly be more acclimatised to the heat. I think, however, though, Scotland boys are used to playing in halls without air conditioning. Air conditioning units aren't something that are often considered by Scottish venues, so they are used to playing in similar conditions, but the Aussies, of course, more acclimatised. Sotolino. Flick it back for Timmins. It's Timmins with a left-footed strike. You can see he likes to have a go, Timmins. Opened up there. Drop for Brown. Harley Brown straight through for Scotland to pick it up. Sotolino. He finds Mikey Craig. Looks like a foul there. Mikey Craig taken out by Joel Hunter. Fantastic footwork there from Mikey Craig. Timmins will stand over it, perhaps too far out for a shot, but he scored a fantastic free kick yesterday, Stuart, to open the scoring against Scotland Youth after a very impressive opening 10 minutes from the youth side. It was Timmins' free kick straight into the top corner that broke the deadlock and really got his side underway, sparked a momentous end to that first period. Looks as though Timmins is going to have a strike here. Got Fairweather and Mikey Craig have split from the post as Timmins looks to try and bend one into that top corner, but it's matched by Isa Azizi.
I think one of the real benefits to Jordan's game is that he's happy to use both feet. Maybe that time he shouldn't have used his left foot though. He should have stuck to the right foot.
Yeah, he's seen that there. That's
commentator's curse.
Yeah, it's definitely not Jordan Timmins' best effort. It looks as though Isa Azizi's in a bit of pain here. Done well to make a save from Timmins, but just after that corner kick, he's struggling holding his knee. Not too sure if it's a knee or a hamstring problem from Azizi. Don't believe there's a natural backup goalkeeper in the Australia youth ranks. Few boys comfortable playing fly. They'll have done it before, but I don't believe there is a spare goalkeeper on the bench that could be handy should Azizi be forced to leave the court. Both sides will just take some much needed water on just now as Azizi receives treatment. Really do send our best wishes to Isa Azizi and hope he makes a full recovery from this. He's been fantastic this morning, fantastic in this match already so far, Stuart.
Yeah, he's a great keeper. You've seen already that Scotland could have had a goal or two if it wasn't for his heroics in the net, and yeah, we hope that he's back up and playing as soon as possible.
Yeah, looks to be in a bit of pain here, Azizi. Still down. The Australian youth medical staff just taking their time to look over this one. Clock is stopped. There's no rush to get Azizi back onto the court should his physical state be hindered by his injury. He's back up. It's great to see it. It looks as though Azizi is going to continue.
Yeah, and the fans appreciating that. A rapturous applause there for Azizi there getting back to his feet.
There's Weir. Gets underway. It's cut out by Tono Sotolino. Bit of a risky one there from Harrison Weir. Azizi straight back underway, finds Hunter. But Timmins as well sticks to his task and picks the pocket of Hunter as it goes back to Fairweather and then returns it to Timmins. Mikey Craig now. He'll go all the way back to Robert Black and goal. Robert Black looks for the long one. It's on the head of Jordan Timmins. He just flashes that little glancing header the near post and just wide there. This is slightly better from Scotland now. They're pressing higher up the court now, Stuart.
Yeah, Jordan Timmins is simply everywhere, isn't he? He's got so much energy up and down that court all game. You see now he's back there defending, and he was the furthest player forward just moments ago.
Yeah, Timmins, he's playing at the base as he just rolls one through the legs, but you can see this, he's making that advanced run. Dono Sotolino cuts it for Fairweather, but Fairweather attempts to just go through the legs with the cutback. Timmins was there, but unfortunately they just can't force the issue. Free kick there. Fairweather penalised for his foul on Harley Brown. Weir finds Hunter. Back to Weir. Cut out by Sotolino. Great save from Azizi again, Stuart.
Absolutely fantastic. Once again from Azizi. Just shows what an important player he is for Australia youth. Unbelievable stuff.
You can see since this time out, Scotland are pressing higher up the court, taking more risks, and that's also matched by Australia youth. They're taking a few risks at the back there as well. Short pass cut out by Sotolino. And he just tries to poke his shot beyond Azizi.
I think that's taken a deflection there.
Scotland looking to work corner tactic now. Goal looks to go back to Timmins, but Ogilvy's corner's cut out. Hunter will break now. Here's Brown. Well defended by Fairweather. His pocket's picked by Brown. Brown just can't get his shot away. As Timmins shepherded the ball out of play, but it's a big chance there for Harley Brown, Stuart.
Yeah, Brown just got his foot caught on the court, I think, there, just as he was about to pull the trigger. Big chance.
Yeah, Fairweather done well initially to get back, but then Brown just undoing Fairweather's good work by picking his pocket, and then unfortunately, well, that's Naughty little nutmeg there from Timmins. Risky one with Robert playing fly. Timmins. Oh, Trainer's falling off of. Oh, Trainer coming off of Asher Light there. Jordan Timmins. Little ball roll followed by a reverse step over.
Yeah.
Takes Asher Light out of the game and he loses the shoe in the process.
Lovely bit of skill there. You love to see it. It's what futsal's all about, isn't it? That close control, the technique. It's brilliant from Timmins, and he wasn't too happy with the finish though. I think he wanted to score that, and we know he's more than capable of finishing for there.
Yeah, just dropped on his left side, but Timmins unable to make the most of it. Will drop for Fairweather on the volley. See, that's corner tactic that Scotland men have been working on for some time in training, just to chip or scoop that ball to the back post of the furthest man. It was Fairweather, who's got great technique. Young lad Fairweather, just unlucky with the volley there. Tried another one just to try and get Naylor in at the near post, but it's well cut out by Asher Light.
Yeah, I think that would have been a contender for goal of the tournament had that gone in.
Back for Timmins, find Fairweather, just looking for Adam Naylor inside, but Naylor's run was in the opposite direction. It's Kai Bowman now back on the court. We'll get things going from the base position. Fantastic player, Kai Bowman, Stuart. So it's great to see him back on the court, see if he can give us some more.
Yeah, we spoke to Kai this morning after his game there. He was a standout in that game. I think he may have won the Player of the Match award in that game.
Here he is now, Bowman. Wonderful left foot on Kai Bowman. Those picks the perfect moments just to slow the game down and speed it up. Very much the conductor in this Australia side. Is Naylor unlucky with the footwork. Just tries to go by his man, but a heavy touch on his right foot at the second attempt. See now, Brown will find Bowman. Back to Weir. Hunter now. Here's Harley Brown looking to work a shot. Stands up Naylor. Fall to Hunter. Well defended by Timmins. It's just Harrison Weir finds Harley Brown. And Hunter. Chance squandered in the end there, but it's another opening for Australia youth.
Yeah, Harrison Weir dropping in a bit there to get a wee touch of the ball and to make things happen, and certainly managed to do that there with that move.
There's Jalen Vaughan now back on the court, number 2 for Australia youth. He was excellent player this morning. Here's Bowman looking to work a shot again, does well, but is cut out by Ogilvie, and Harley Brown trying to go for the spectacular on the volley there. Just tried to catch it on the swivel. Nice technique, connects with it well, but just skewed in the end. Robert Black finds the chest of Captain Gavin Ogilvie, gets his foot over the ball, finds Fairweather. Fairweather to Mikey Craig. What a chance that was for young Mikey Craig in front of goal. Fairweather does brilliant. Initially gets the ball from Ogilvie on the chest, turns. Fairweather just zips it to that back post. Mikey Craig was there, but the ball just seemed to get caught under his foot, on the left foot there.
There's a big chance for Scotland there, and they'll be disappointed not to take it. Looks like Azizi is down again. Don't think there was any malice in the attempt though from Mikey Craig.
Yeah, Craig just trying to bundle the ball over into the net there. Maybe not his best attempt, but we know Mikey Craig is a great goal scorer. He finished 2 seasons ago, he was a top scorer in the Dundee Regional League over in Scotland, playing for Dundee West. There's Harrison Weir will go out for Scotland ball. Robert Craig finds Mikey Craig. Mikey Craig just going to try and beat his man, but it'll go back for Robert Black. Going slightly longer, fall for Adam Fairweather. Good touch initially from Fairweather, but just knocked off the ball by his perhaps physically stronger opponent. Australia youth pressing Scotland high up the court now, forcing that long one into the pivot's feet, but it finds Fairweather. Fairweather will go inside for Craig. His touch just evades him as Gavin Ogilvy's first touch is met by a well-timed challenge from Captain Kai Bowman. Ogilvy not too pleased with the challenge, but I don't think there was much in that, Stuart.
No, not for me. I think both players have got a right to go for it. There's no foul for me.
Scotland will try and make something happen here with Mikey Craig. He's going to roll this one back for Timmins. Timmins, wait for the left-footed shot. Twice already in this match, Jordan Timmins has hit the frame of the goal. Beaten away by Robert Black, on the counter as Scotland pick it up again. Gavin Ogilvy going for the spectacular with Azizi out of his goal. You can see the threat that Jordan Timmins has. Sure, that's twice already. First he hits the bar early in the match, then hits the post. How unlucky was that?
Oh, it's so unlucky from Jordan. He's going to be desperate to get his name on the score sheet, having become so close twice already, and you got to feel that it's coming from him. Yeah,
it looks as though a goal was destined to arrive for Timmins at the base of this Scotland side as Ogilvy plays the corner back to Timmins. The base of this diamond shape for Scotland to go back for Fairweather to Timmins again. Fairweather just get rids a little too eagerly. Jaden Vaughan connecting with Kai Bowman, great footwork. Just beats his man, and now there's a break on for Scotland. Jordan Timmins tries a step over his cut out Bowman. Adam Fairweather, the kid as is known, doing excellent to get back and defend, to nick the ball off of Jalen Vaughan and deny a clear goal scoring opportunity. It's flicked, but it's well read by Mikey Craig. He'll flick the ball out of play. Australia youth will try and get some possession deep around the court.
A fantastic desire there from young Fairweather. You love to see that. He's going to be joining this team with a point to prove, and he's going to certainly manage that with showing that kind of that commitment to the team.
Harley Brown will go back to Bowman. He'll find Vaughan, and then we are lovely interchange from those two. Andrew Stavert does well there. Stavert reads the 1-2 and then just nicks him with a challenge.
Brilliant reading of the game there, and then using all of his strength, every last kilogram of strength behind him there to win the ball again. Yeah,
Andrew Stavert, strong boy, all about his protein. You should see the size of breakfast that man has in the team hotel. Sitting with him this morning doing some research on the Scotland men's side. He was telling me he's a fantastic tennis player, and what a ball that is. Mikey Craig just denied by the defensive heroics of Harley Brown to get across. Nice little clip ball inside there from Stavert, perhaps using the accuracy that he uses on the tennis court as well, Stuart.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's one man I wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of a serve from. I can imagine that being a pretty powerful one.
Yeah, he's told me he can go in surplus of 120 miles an hour on his serve. Stavert, oh, what a chance. Asher Light just toe pokes it on the right foot, just under the legs of Robert Black, but it's the wrong side of the goal. Corner awarded to Australia youth. Some protest there from Robert Black. He didn't think there was a Scotland touch before it went out. Corner tactic 3 called by Kai Bowman. It goes back to Brown, to Bowman, Vaughan. Australia just being forced slightly back for now, but technicians at the back there from Vaughan and Bowman, they won't mind that press from Scotland too. Very much press resistant players.
Yeah, Bowman, the Jackson Irvine looks like he's been in a competition with Harrison Weir, I think, as well, to see who can have the best Jackson Irvine impression. I'll tell you who I'd rather have on my team. I'd rather have those boys on my team than Jackson anyway.
Some slander for Socceroos international Jackson Irvine there, of course. We know him well. Played in Scotland for Ross County and for Hibs. I've seen him plenty at Ross County. I thought he was a fantastic player. Stuart, you've seen him plenty at Hibs, showing our affiliations there, and you don't think so much?
Look, he's obviously a fantastic player, been a great player throughout his career, and obviously for the Socceroos as well. And I don't blame the likes of Bowman and Weir looking to model their appearance off him. He's a handsome man as well. Yeah, from what we've seen so far, Kai Bowman's football and futsal abilities, are
just as good as that, his impression of Jackson Irvine, and of just as good as that fantastic haircut he's got. It's fair weather. Just can't get the ball under control. Two minutes to the end of this first half. Still Australia Youth 1, Scotland Men 0. To go through the middle, it's picked up by Fairweather. He looked to break. Fairweather, some nice footwork, goes back to Sotolino. Now Stavert. Sotolino looking to force a shot. The toe poke effort, perhaps heading goalward, but flicked behind by Jaden Vaughan.
You know, the thing with Sotolino is that he always seems to make the right choice. Very clever player on the ball.
Yeah, very experienced. Tono Sotolino, one of the senior members of this Scotland squad. You can see from his time in Spain and his time at Edinburgh University. Knows the game very well. Here he is here, Sotolino. Back to Timmins. Timmins just looking to make that yard for a shot as he plays off Sotolino. He turns! Fantastic turn with the sole of his foot just to shift it onto his left. Beats Asher Light, but his left-footed effort just slightly under hit as Azizi makes a save. But that shows you just what Sotolino's capable of, Stuart.
Yeah, just what we were talking about a minute ago. Fantastic improvisation from the Scotland player.
Yeah, we've seen that in previous matches from Scotland in their training sessions as well. Sotolino, when he plays as that pivot, gets himself back to goal. He's so dangerous on that sole of the foot touch. Just rolls Asher Light with ease, and then that is unfortunately his left-footed shot, well matched by Azizi in goal. There's Jalen Vaughan. Find Bowman with some space to try and work something, but Stavert sticks to his task. Sotolino back to Stavert. Scotland just take their time here. Timmins just looks to go through the legs to find Sotolino. That will roll through comfortably for Azizi. Kai Bowman, as I said, the conductor of all things Australia Youth. He can slow it down, he can speed it up, as we've already done. Commentators curse, talk about how good Kai Bowman is, and he shanks one straight out of the court. Slightly longer one there from Robert Black, looking for Fairweather. Fairweather complaining to his roommate that he didn't receive the ball on the side of court that he had hoped. Come back for Black. It's Black looking for Fairweather again, but well marshalled by Kai Bowman. Drop for Jordan Timmins. Looking to play through there. Opened up for Joel Hunter just to try and find Jalen Vaughan, but his pass cut out. There's Fairweather.
Timmins thought that Adam could have held on to the ball there, I think.
Yeah, I think Adam came short for the ball there. It's a great technical player, Fairweather. Just Timmins hoping for him to take that one on the sole of his foot and hold the ball up to allow some time for Timmins to make that forward run. Scotland now have to defend the corner. Go back for Vaughan. Work it well again. Opens up some space for the shot, but he can only fire that one wide of Robert Black's goal. There's Black looking to go long again. It's Sotolino looking to use his strength. It's punched away by Azizi. Scotland, everything they're throwing at Azizi. Azizi seems to be a match for it. Repelling everything. And the buzzer sounds to draw a close to the first half of action here in Blanes. It is Australia Youth 1, Scotland Men 0 here at the IFA Futsal World Championships. Opened the scoring from Kai Bowman just around the 10-minute mark. Fantastic footwork from himself just to open a yard of space and then just use his left foot to fire it into the top corner, leaving goalkeeper Robert Black with absolutely no chance. What have you made of this first period, Stuart?
Yeah, we spoke during the break in the first period about how there wasn't much in it. Australia probably deserved the lead at the time. I think since then, Scotland have certainly come back into it. They've had a lot of good chances. Timmins hitting the frame of the goal twice, and Azizi making a string of great saves. That doesn't mean Australia have still had their chances themselves. Robert Black in goals has been solid as always. At half time, I would say maybe Australia just deserving the lead there, but I think it's anyone's game.
Yeah, Australia Youth will be the happier of the two sides, of course, going into half-time with that one-goal lead, perhaps deserved, but Scotland haven't been without their chances, as you said. Jordan Timmins striking the bar first, and then the post. He's came agonisingly close to beating Azizi, but it just hasn't happened for Scotland men. Do not go anywhere. The second period will be happening very shortly, in 5 minutes and 40 seconds to be precise, as we can see from the clock in front of us. Join us for the second half of action live at the IFA Futsal World Championships. But for now, first half ends. Australia Youth 1, Scotland men 0. The buzzer sounds to signal the teams to return to the court to begin the second half of action here in Blanes at the IFA Futsal World Championships 2022. It's currently Australia Youth 1, Scotland Men 0. Scotland's Adam Naylor will get us back underway. Naylor a little bit too eager, doesn't wait for the referee's whistle. Perhaps a mix up in translation there. There's Ogilvie will find Stavitt. It was a great opening 10 minutes or so from Australia Youth, Stuart, but Scotland started to come back into it. What will you expect from the Scottish side in this second period?
I think they'll pick up where they left off for sure. They know that they're a goal down, but you know at this level that one goal doesn't mean anything really, and they'll want to really capitalise on the pressure they put on at the start of the end of the half.
Fair weather, some nice footwork there, and then strength to muscle Vaughan off the ball. You see, Fairweather won't mind me saying he's slight in his frame, but he uses his body well for a young lad.
Yeah, slight in frame, but he's really strong in the heart, and that can be the difference sometimes.
Yeah, plenty of heart in this Scotland side. One thing's for sure, they will not give up. Here's Brown. Brown just looking to force a pass down the line. Harrison Weir didn't seem to be on the same wavelength as his teammate. Harrison Weir looking to find his man. Scotland just trying to corner Australia Youth back in there. Shout of press from Harrison Weir as the Aussies look to try and do the same to Scotland. Stavitt, ball on the ground, just flick it into the feet of Fairweather. Fairweather back to Stavitt. The general at the back there, Stavitt pointing before he picks his pass, letting his teammates know. Fairweather decides to flash one across the face of goal. Not too sure if that came off Harley Brown, the nearest defender, looked to get something on that before Fairweather got his strike away, but I believe the ball will be awarded to Australia Youth. Chips into the feet of Weir. Ogilvie will get us back to Naylor. Naylor's pass just cut out before it finds Fairweather. As Brown looks for Weir and his back post. What a goal! Australia Youth in full flow. Fantastic work. Great futsal, and finished in the end by Joel Hunter. What a goal that was, Stuart.
Oh, once again, it's absolutely stunning stuff from Australia Youth. Just as good a goal as the first one, but very different. Involving the whole team. Lovely flow and move, and the finish was phenomenal again.
Yeah, it's great to see they can do both sides of the game. The first goal from Bowman, you've seen very much an individual brilliance to allow him to get his strike away with that one. That was all about team. You can see that was something they clearly work on. They set the ball wide, try and get it to the man at the back post, and it was Joel Hunter just applying a nice delicate finish on the volley with his right foot. But you've got to give credit to Brown, Vaughan and Weir for their part, and that is Adam Naylor just uses his body to roll his younger opponent, gets a shot away, but it just seems to get caught in between the legs of Azizi. So Ogilvie goes for the spectacular, but he's not going to beat a goalkeeper of Azizi's quality from that range. Ogilvie just looking for Naylor, but Naylor didn't read Ogilvie's intention. Caught on his heels.
Yeah, it looked like Ogilvie wanted to reverse the pass there. Naylor just didn't quite see it.
Weir's touch just fires the ball out of play. Fairweather goes back to Stavitt. Ogilvie's pass cut out. Jalen Vaughan, great footwork to Weir. Weir's toe poke effort just saved by Robert Black. It looked as though Vaughan was crying for the ball on the return pass there. If he'd scored the ball, it could have been 3-0 Australia, Stuart.
Yeah, it could have been the better option there. I think if he'd squared it, it could have been 3-0, and Scotland could have been out of sight by that point.
Yeah, that chance there it was all Jalen Vaughan. Fantastic work to initially get the ball wide to his teammate Weir. You've got to say with your forward players, if they get that close to the goal and they see a sight, you can't blame them for having a strike, Stuart.
No, it's what makes the best forward players the best, isn't it? That maybe selfish streak, that predatory instinct. I think that's what you need if you want to make it to the top.
Scotland pressing Australia high up the court. Stavert takes the ball in the chest, so Scotland can retrieve it. Timmins back on the court now, but Scotland will regain possession deep into their own court. You can see Australia cries from their bench to keep Scotland in here, keep them penned into their own corner. Yeah,
George has got a lot to say, he often does. He's a great coach, a very vocal one at that.
Stavert just unlucky with a toe poke. Cry of press from Timmins at the back for Scotland. Great work from Vaughan. Sends it back for Hunter. Here's Hunter, the goal scorer of that second goal. Stavert intercepts now. Fairweather can break as Mikey Craig to his left. Looks to go on his own. Fairweather just looking to try and dig across out there. There was a physical challenge on him from Jalen Vaughan, looking just to use his body, but maybe using excessive force there to floor Fairweather before he could get his cross away, Stuart.
Yeah, definitely a foul. Scotland are going to want to take advantage of this. You can see there's Mikey Craig at the back, with a bit of space.
Yeah, looks as though Timmins is going to try and set this one to Stavert before finding Craig, but Timmins complaining that the court is wet. There will be a mop. Mikey Craig not happy that the official have asked him to mop up the liquid himself.
I don't think it was the official, it was Australia youth coach George Suker that's asked him to do it. But you know, Mikey's done a great job there mopping it up. He's got a big future in that game if he chooses to pursue that angle.
Man of many talents, Mikey Craig. One of those talents being teaching, Stuart. I've heard he's one of the best PE teachers in Dundee. Fantastically worked from Timmins, finds Fairweather. Craig just can't apply the final touch. It was well worked. Fairweather just couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Eventually did. Set it wide for. Oh, what a goal that is, Jordan Timmins! You've seen that move many times, Stuart. The little ball roll before. Reverse step over with his left foot onto that left foot. You said it early on in the game. He's got some left foot on him and he drills one into the bottom corner.
What did I tell you about that man? We said there was a goal coming for him. Happy on both feet. He teased us earlier on with that left foot shot that went out for a throw-in, but he was absolutely spot on that time, Adam.
Yeah, that one was not going out for a throw-in. Drills it straight into the bottom corner. Azizi has absolutely no chance, but it's now Australian Youth 2, Scotland men 1. The goal they needed just to revitalise themselves, reinvigorate Scotland. Do you think they can go on and push for an equaliser now, Stuart?
Certainly, they certainly can. You know what they always say, 2-0 is one of the most volatile scorelines there is in sport. If you get that third goal, you can all but tie it up. But if your opponents get one back, then the pressure's all on you.
Yeah, Timmins took some time off the court there just to re-energise himself. Very tired. They put a lot of work into that first period. But you see him back onto the court and within minutes of appearing produces that bit of magic. As I said, that same little combination that he so loves. Ball roll before the reverse step over on his left foot. Onto his left foot, just wrong foots his defender and then fires it into that bottom corner. Fantastic goal from Timmins.
Yeah, a lot of it was thanks to the good work from
Tono Sotolino. Again, Sotolino in that pivot position. Robert Black finds his chest, he can turn. Loves having his back to goal. He's a nightmare for base players to work against. As Timmins just finds Tono Sotolino, he can turn. See that again. That nice little ball into Tono Sotolino. Can turn with one touch, two touch, and then get a strike away.
He does it so well, Adam. He's just got that down to an art, doesn't he? And Azizi again, racking up the saves.
Yeah, plenty of saves for Azizi. Not sure what the record is for anyone so far, but with such a tightly contested match like this, I would be very surprised if there was anyone who had produced any. Oh, decent chance again there. Vaughan and Hunter combining as they did for the second goal. Hunter looking to get his second volley of the match as Black goes long, but well marshalled by Harrison Weir just to poke the ball out of play from beneath the feet of Tono Sotolino.
Yeah, I liked the side-foot effort there from, I think it was Hunter. You can see the confidence in the player, and he's unlucky not to score.
Ball just dinked by Craig into the feet of Sotolino, but now Harley Brown can break. Stavier cries from the Australian bench for an infringement of the laws of the game. Timmins just looking to hold it in his corner. He's dispossessed by Hunter. Timmins not happy that the ball wasn't awarded to Scotland. Hunter will get us back in play. Just sets it for Vaughan. Well defended by Timmins. Seen that a lot in the game this morning as well. Anytime they get a kick in on either side past the 10 metre mark, they're looking to try and work a shot.
Yeah, always looking for the attacking opportunity.
There's a break here on. Miscued from Harley Brown, but Tono Sotolino does so well just to cut the ball out. Can't find that pass for Mikey Craig, and should he have executed that pass, then Mikey Craig would have been destined to score.
That's good communication there from Stavitt at the back there. The general, as you called him.
Oh, that's what a ball from Timmins. Finds Stavitt, perhaps in nosebleed territory for the big man. But Stavitt works very well to get it back. Very strong player, Stavitt. Stavitt works a block. Sotolino looks it back for Stavitt. Just can't swing that left boot at it. It's Vaughan, Jalen Vaughan looking to try work an attack for Australia. Here's Harrison Weir. Nice little step over. Goes inside of Stavitt. Works it well wide for Jalen Vaughan, but two Australia youth players just taking a breather at the back there. Had they committed a third man forward, would have been a tap in at the back post, Stuart.
Yeah, I think Weir could have thought about following his pass in as well there. The ball back into the box there. Looked a dangerous one, but there's no one there to capitalise.
There's Timmins. Timmins' fantastic footwork to get away from Asher Light. Kick in awarded to Scotland men. Stavier. Back to Timmins. I believe that might have been a flip-flap attempt there from Jordan Timmins, embracing his inner Brazilian. Back to Gavin Ogilvie. Ogilvie finds Mikey Craig, just uses his strength. So it's back to Mikey Craig. Oh, unlucky from Mikey Craig, just looking to try and roll his defender. Craig will keep this one in. Does well to beat Kai Bowman. Mikey Craig just rolls it past Jalen Vaughan, but can't get on the end of his own touch to face up as easy and goal.
It's just a bit too much on it there from Craig.
Vaughan does well. Finds Bowman. Kai Bowman loves this area. Finds Asher Light, but it's picked away by Jordan Timmins, who looks to just try and cut across of Asher Light. And Timmins, oh so close again from Scotland's number 10. He does brilliant initially to win the ball. Stuart drives up the court, uses his body very well just to create that yard of space. But unfortunately, skews the shot wide. Yeah,
you can see what Scotland are doing just now. They're sitting a bit, looking to hit Australia on the break. There's been 3 or 4 times they've done that, but they're going to need to finish one of these breaks off.
It's well worked from Scotland. Adam Fairweather doing very well there just to initiate the block on Kai Bowman. That opened the space at Gavin Ogilvie for the back post on that volley. Perhaps Timmins, his scooped pass was a little short for Ogilvie, who couldn't quite take it on the full volley. Reverted to a half volley attempt as Robert Black, great pass, finds Timmins. Timmins using his footwork to try and face up Harley Brown. Go for the safe option back to Fairweather. Fairweather find Timmins again. The play Naylor just can't get out of his feet. Miscommunication there from Naylor and Ogilvie, both hesitated.
It's lovely movement there from Naylor, coming in off the left-hand side.
Shot from Timmins, beaten away by Azizi once again. Racking up the saves. Talking about, or discussing potentially record saves, but another corner tactic from Scotland. It's clear that that's one that's been worked on in the training ground, just looking to try and get the knee above the ball, but Timmins, that one got his shin pad perhaps. Shin roller, as we say.
Yeah, it's certainly one they like.
Naylor will try and face up Brown. Fairweather does well just to press Bowman. Great work from Fairweather, just keeping the dangerous man Bowman always facing his own goal. If you allow that man time to turn and face the Scotland goal, and he's certain to cause damage. Here's Vaughan. Vaughan back for Bowman. He goes through the legs of Naylor. Now Scotland can break. Fairweather uses his left foot to find Naylor. What a chance for Scotland men. Brilliant work from Adam Fairweather. Just delays, step over to beat his man, uses his left foot, slides it wide for Naylor, who just steps onto the ball with his left foot. But again, Azizi there to make the save, Stuart.
Yeah, Azizi has been outstanding all game. He just shows the value that he brings to this Australian team. He went down injured earlier on. You could tell that they were really keen to get him back up and playing, and that's obviously why.
Ogilvie. Timmins looking to get one on the left foot. Timmins! Some space there to try and work his shot goalward, but Timmins with his left foot just fires well over the bar. We know he's capable. You've seen it already on the left foot, Jordan Timmins, with that goal. Time out now as both sides will get a much needed rest in this heat. They'll take on some water. Andrew Stavier barking at his teammates there, trying to G them up. Both sides look tired, but I have to say the last 5 minutes or so, Stuart, Scotland certainly coming into this one, since they scored, that's given them a real lift. It's rejuvenated them. They look perhaps the likelier side to go on and equalise here.
Yeah, it's been the best period of the game by far, I think, for Scotland. A number of chances that they've had. Timmins, Craig, Naylor's had two as well. A couple of chances from the corners as well. They really look like they could do something, but if they're going to manage to get a goal here, they're going to have to beat that man Azizi. Yeah,
Scotland, you can see as this game goes on, being more aggressive in their press almost by every minute. Kai Bowman, when he's played at that base position, can be so dangerous if you allow him to dictate play. I think it was Fairweather just at the end there, you see, right onto that base player. I think Fairweather, not usually a pivot, but with his youthful energy up front, he can be so useful when trying to make sure that Bowman is constantly facing his own goal.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about Mikey Craig, one of the best PE teachers in Dundee, of course, a city in Scotland that's famous for its PE teachers, so it is quite the accolade there for young Mikey.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Scotland will be hoping that Mikey will be able to teach the Australian young boys a few lessons or two in this second period. Bowman, this pass cut out by Fairweather. Go back for Timmins. Timmins just looking for a longer option, looking for Gavin Ogilvie. Great control by the captain. Ogilvie just trying to find some space. Well defended by Jalen Vaughan, you've got to say. Now Australia can counter with Vaughan. If he can just find Asher Light, there's a chance on here, but Fairweather does brilliant to get back. Now Naylor can break. Naylor just looking to try and work a shot, but it would have taken something special to get the ball through the legs of his opponent and score from there.
Yeah, it really is end-to-end stuff just now, Adam. Have to say it's going to be a fascinating closing 10 minutes of this game, I think.
Yeah, this is how you love to see futsal played, Stuart. Both teams going for it. Australia youth are not content with a 2-1 lead. They know that's a precarious position to be in. They want to try and put this game to bed, but the last 5 minutes or so, they've just not really been able to stamp their authority on this one. Scotland look to try and go fly. Timmins finds Sotolino. Robert Black will return to his goal, not quite going for the fly goalie option yet. Naylor does well to hold it in, gets a shot away on his weaker right foot. That's better work there from Adam Naylor, just holding it up and using his 6'2" plus frame.
Yeah, we're talking about Stav earlier on being a being a big guy, but Adam's a bigger guy, but he's more in the height department.
There's Bowman. I think ever since we discussed it that second period there, just how good Bowman was. There's been a few errors in the last couple of minutes. That often means that he's due something fantastic within the next few minutes. You're like, what pass that was from Fairweather, it drops to Sotolino. Fairweather, some brilliant work there, little drag back onto his heel, into the path of Mikey Craig. Just looks to find goal, the former top scorer of a Dundee Regional League from the 2020-2021 season. Just can't find the finish there. It's cut out by Joel Hunter. What a chance that was for Scotland, Stuart.
Another big chance. It was a great block by the defender at the back there, but
we know Mikey's a great player. He loves his futsal. He's had 2 big chances in this match. He doesn't miss them often. You know that, given his goal scoring record back for Dundee West and for FC 33, that you know next chance he gets, I'll put my money on him scoring.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Bowman just careless in possession there. Scotland can now break. Fairweather looking to beat his man. It does well just to snap in again, Fairweather. It's been an impressive second half from young Fairweather playing in that pivot position. So pick it up now.
We spoke earlier about the Heat maybe giving Australia a bit of an advantage, but you got to take into account they've also played this morning as well, so they're bound to be tiring a bit as well. Yeah,
we haven't actually discussed that. That's going to be... Oh, nice ball from Sotolino, finds Craig. Just as I said moments ago, I back him for his next chance. Mikey Craig takes a swing and a miss. The ball just coming off his right heel before getting his left-footed attempt away. But yes, just as you were saying, Australia Youth, they played already this morning. A fairly routine 10-1 victory from themselves. It was a good performance, particularly that first half going into the break with a 6-0 lead. They maybe took their foot off the gas a little bit in that second period. It remained 6-0 and then I believe went 6-1 for the majority of that second period before a strong finish. They were looking to conserve some energy there for this big match, having already won the previous game at half time. It's going to be a factor now as we enter these closing stages. 8 minutes 23 on the clock to go in this one. Australia Youth maybe starting to tire a little bit. Both squads only have 8 men as we see this corner tactic once again. This Timmins shot falls to Fairweather. Fairweather!
I think that was a save.
Just tried to curl one in the top corner.
I thought Azizi got a touch on that. They're not going to want to concede the corner, but I think he might want to claim the save.
Yeah, if that was a save, then it was certainly a great one from Azizi. Fairweather dangerous again, just so good at doing that. Nice footwork to earn himself some space on the edge of the area. Uses the inside of his foot just to try and curl one into that far top corner, but just wide. Back for Bowman. Nice to find Brown. Sotolino does well just to step over the ball and marshal that one out for Robert Black. Australia Youth sitting off Scotland a little bit. Now you can see when Robert Black gets the ball, they're not quite as eager to initiate that high press. Mikey Craig incensed that the foul's been given against him there. It looked as though it was a slip from Asher Light.
Yeah, I think Mikey Craig's suggesting that he might have tripped over the ball or potentially even his own feet. Difficult to see from this distance for us though.
Here's Vaughan. Nice ball from Brown into Asher Light. As Vaughan picks it up again. Great work from Harley Brown. Good harrying there from Mikey Craig just to poke the ball out of play. Joel Hunter sets it back for Asher Light into the feet of Harley Brown. Brown, good save from Black. Timmins smashes into the tackle with Asher Light. Comes out on top, but Australia have the ball again. Mikey Craig just taking a rest now as Adam Naylor returns to the court. Looks as though he's going to go and play in that pivot position. Fairweather's moved back out onto the right flank.
Like Naylor has a knack of finding those spaces, doesn't he, Adam?
Yeah, he's had a couple of chances already, Stuart. You can see if he can get himself in those areas. There's not much you can argue with there. Scotland just need to keep at it. Chances are coming. For their sake, they will be hoping that the goals will follow too. Stavier drops it for Timmins, will go down the line for Adam Naylor. Jalen Vaughan back to Hunter. It's pickpocketed by Stavier on the press here, but Scotland can't get anything from it. Again, as you can see, Australia sitting off a little bit more now. As Naylor tries to hold the ball, does very well to beat his man. He squares it. Stavier, oh so close again for Scotland. Fantastic work from Naylor on that left-hand side. Rolls his man, gets the ball across the face of goal. Falls for Stavier. As I said earlier, perhaps in nosebleed territory for Stavier, but he does well just to get on the end of it.
It could have been a massive goal from the massive man for Scotland there. Azizi once again on top form. Point blank.
Yeah, big chance there for Scotland. Andrew Stavier, I think he's had an excellent game actually. Stavier finds Naylor, it will fall for Stavier again, looks to shoot. Since they moved Naylor into that pivot position, Stuart, Scotland are able to find feet, work off of Naylor's good work. He seems to be pinning Brown back.
Yeah, he's made a difference since he's come back on this towards the end of the game here. It's got to be 2 or 3 good chances for Scotland in that time.
Stavier just trying to put one through the legs of Brown, but it's well read. Vaughan will pick it up. Foul there from Fairweather. Great trickery from Jalen Vaughan just to beat the challenge of Fairweather as he is felled by the youngster.
Yeah, it's a nice turn. I think the only way you're going to stop players with that kind of ability sometimes is by conceding a foul.
As Harrison Weir faces up Jordan Timmins. Scotland doing well just to force Australia youth back here. Jalen Vaughan up well to win the header. Oh, great footwork there from Brown. Harley Brown, fantastic, gets inside of Fairweather, plays it to Asher Light. Good defending from Adam Naylor. There's a chance there for Australia. They've not been near the opposition goal for a while, Stuart, but it opened up there slightly.
Brilliant from Naylor, absolutely outstanding defending by him. You see how much it means to him getting back at this stage of the game.
Mikey Craig back onto the court. He's more than capable of playing plenty minutes. PE teacher massively into his fitness. I believe he's been given the task of conditioning these Scotland players over the camp.
Yeah, I'm not sure that these Scotland players could be in better condition, to be honest. I saw them playing in the last World Cup and they look a lot leaner, fitter than they did then. Not that there were anything wrong with them back then, but they look a different entity this time round, that's for sure.
Yeah, a great performance so far from Scotland, but it is Australia youth who lead 2-1. So Mikey Craig's looking for an option. He can play it inside for Timmins, but it's picked out by Brown. Hammer blow for Scotland. What a goal again from Australia youth. It's Mikey Craig just tries to slip it inside. There wasn't much on. Uses the outside of his foot, and that's cut out by Harley Brown. And you've got to say, what a finish that was. Just drills it straight into the bottom corner.
You know, all the goals in this game have been fantastic. Another fantastic finish, as you say there. Australia putting Scotland under a lot of pressure. Mikey Craig with limited options, and he's felt he's had to release the ball, and unfortunately for Scotland, Australia have capitalised on it and made it 3-1. It's going to be difficult for Scotland to come back from this now.
Yeah, I think Harley Brown's one of the older boys within the Australia youth ranks. There was talks of himself, Vaughan, Bowman and others pushing for a slot in the men's squad. So you can see he's using his experience there just to sniff out the potential attack from Scotland. Does well to take the ball off of Craig, and then it opens up. He made absolutely no mistake with the finish. You've got to say, for all of Scotland's good work, Australia youth have been absolutely ruthless, Stuart.
Yeah, you've got to be clinical at this level if you want to win trophies, win tournaments at international level. You've got to take those chances. Scotland have had plenty of them, but thankfully for Australia, they've taken the chances when they've arised.
Yeah, Australia Youth will just look to manage the game now. 2-goal advantage, but there's still just under 5 minutes left to play. You know how quick things can move in futsal. It's not over yet for Scotland, but Australia have got Scotland exactly where they want them to be. As I said, they look to manage the game. They played already this morning. It's a busy water ball from Tono Sotolino, looking for Jordan Timmins, but it's well cut out by the goal scorer of the third goal, Harley Brown.
Scotland are looking to channel their comeback spirit that they showed in the World Cup in China, being 3-0 down to India. I think we spoke about it earlier, and going into the last few seconds, I think there was less than a minute on the clock, and they were still 3-2 down. Goals from Naylor and Timmins turned that game on its head, and they'll be looking to that game for some inspiration here.
Yeah, they find themselves 2-1 down here. I'm sure they won't be hoping that that's... Sorry, 3-1 down here. They'll be hoping that the scoreline is slightly tighter as they enter the final minute. But Timmins and Naylor both on the court. Should they need late goals? You know they've got history, Stuart. So Timmins tries to find Naylor. Oh, set it back for Stavia. It's well defended by Harrison Weir. Weir will look to create a chance of his own. Tries to go by Stavia. Nothing on. As Timmins will face up Vaughan. Timmins does well just to step inside through the legs of Harrison Weir. Great control from the Scotland number 10. Timmins looking to go inside. Great work from Timmins. What a goal again from Jordan Timmins. His second goal on his left foot. Takes the ball from, I believe, inside his own court, Stuart. Fantastic work. That little lat cricketer, as they call it, from right foot to left. Must have done it 3 or 4 times consecutively there. One through the legs, and then once he beat Weir, he managed to beat Vaughan as well. Just shifts it onto his left foot and then fires it into the top corner. That's Australia 3, Scotland 2. Game on, Stuart.
Oh, it certainly is game on. There's still plenty of time left on the clock for Scotland to come and do something here. Australia are going to have to use all their experience now to manage this one through. It's brilliant from Timmins again, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if Scotland are going to find an equaliser here, you would not be surprised if Timmins was the scorer, or certainly at the heart of the move. It's Ogilvie just looking for Stavia. Great footwork again, and then left foot. Brilliant from Timmins. Timmins looks to open up on the left foot again. Does it in similar vein to the second goal. He just scored moments ago, but this time his shot just skewed wide. Sotolino looks to get it off of Ashalino. Fall to Timmins again. What a save by Isaac Azizi once more. Looked as though Timmins was going to burst the net with that one, but a fantastic save down to his near right post with his right leg, Stuart.
Yeah, Timmins has found something extra in the tank here. I think the last 2 or 3 minutes he's been absolutely unplayable.
There's Ogilvie. Ogilvie just finds Andrew Stavia. Great touch on his left foot to turn, but Stavia can't apply the finishing touch. Looks to just swing at it with his right boot. Yeah, it'll fall for Brown. Brown, fantastic. And what a save that is from Robert Black. Wow, I think we might have just seen save of the tournament, Stuart. Great work from Australia Youth. Harley Brown getting the ball on the right hand side. Disguises a shot. Finds Harrison Weir at the back post. Harrison Weir must have been, 1 yard out? Don't know if he got quite the connection on the shot he was looking for, but Robert Black did not give up, and what a save that was.
Yeah, but let's not forget the move. That move was absolutely fantastic. A brilliant attacking play for them. And we've spoken about Azizi.
Oh, great control from Gavin Ogilvie. Takes it on the head twice to keep it in play. Did a great ball from Tono Sotolino. So Ogilvie just looking for Sotolino. Scotland pressing Australia high up the court. They can take more risks now. They know they need the goal.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about Azizi in this game, but Robert Black showing that there's 2 goalkeepers in this game. Absolutely phenomenal stuff there from the Scotland keeper, and I think you could be right. It'll be hard pushed to find a better save than that throughout the tournament, I think. There's Timmins telling the boys to burst a gut.
I believe you left the word out there, Stuart. Not sure we can repeat exactly what it was Timmins said, but you know he's a leader. He's trying to get his boys back up for this. Here's Ogilvie. Great footwork from Ogilvie, from the captain. Does the Timmins ball roll and step over combination, but Timmins, who's been fantastic for the last few minutes, just shells one out of play. It's rather uncharacteristic of him there. Great work from Harrison Weir to jump and get his chest on that, just looking to hold the ball for Australia. Great work. Here's Vaughan, finds Kai Bowman. Bowman to Weir. What a move this is, and what a save. Great move, but matched by another fantastic save from Robert Black. Be Harrison Weir. Now Scotland can pick up possession. Be Timmins as well, just to flick it over the foot of Weir. Inside his man, Timmins finds Sotolino. Sotolino just too heavy with the pass. What a move that was to break the press from Scotland. Brilliant work from Timmins. And Sotolino just cannot find Gavin Ogilvie. Kai Bowman's turn to have a go at mopping.
Do you think he did a better job than Craig?
I think it'd be a hard push to find a better mopper of the floor than Mikey Craig. Although Kai Bowman certainly mopped the floor with Scotland Youth earlier this morning. Fantastic performance from him. Ogilvie finds Fairweather. Fairweather just looking for an option. He sets it for Timmins. Timmins! A third time in the match that Jordan Timmins' shot has met the frame of the goal. Hits the bar in the first half. The post in the second half. Now the post again in the third half. What can Timmins do to get a hat-trick here, Stuart? It seems like he's tried everything.
Yeah.
Like Ogilvie just beaten to the ball. It'll fall here for Vaughan, but brilliant recovery there from Ogilvie. Sorry, we'll just go back to that. Timmins been so close again to getting that hat-trick.
Yeah, with time running out, it's looking like he might not get that goal that he so obviously deserves.
Into the final minute here now. Australia just looking to try and keep the ball. 44 seconds left on the clock. Australia Youth, they lead Scotland men by 3-2. Press is the cry from Scotland. They win it. It's Timmins. Finds Fairweather. Fairweather, what's the chop back? Oh, and it's cleared off the line by Bowman. Fairweather just couldn't sort out his footwork. He does so well just to get to his man as Australia Youth will just try and slow it down now. Jalen Vaughan finds Harley Brown. Robert Black finds Sotolino, and it's Kai Bowman. Rolls it. Great touch from Robert Black, but it'll be kept in court by Bowman. Comes back. Just 6 seconds left on the clock. Gavin Ogilvie falls to the floor, and I think that will be all she wrote, Stuart. As the buzzer sounds, it's all over here. It has finished. Australia Youth 3, Scotland men 2. Stuart, you are free to go head courtside. I believe we've got some interviews that we'll be able to feature on our social media channels later this afternoon. Our reporter Stuart Storer, my co-commentator, is on his way to find star man. Not sure who's going to pick as man of the match, but for me it had to be Jordan Timmins. Fantastic performance from the Scotland number 10. Australia Youth make it 2 wins from 2. They've defeated both Scotland sides in the group already. 10-1 against Scotland Youth this morning, and then a fantastic 3-2 victory over Scotland men. They were hard pushed for it. Hard fought performance from Scotland. Big chance at the end there for Fairweather, but it just wasn't to be for Scotland. Chances for Fairweather, Naylor, Timmins, Mikey Craig, Ogilvie, Stavier. Nearly named every member of the squad. They all had a shot at goal. Unlucky for Scotland, but hats off to Australia Youth. An under-21 side facing men, and it certainly wasn't men versus boys today. They stood up, done extremely well, and managed to pick up all 3 points. 3 fantastic goals from an Australia point of view. They'll be very happy with that. I know George, their coach, has been doing a lot of work with them on the training.